Okay. Okay, I am so sorry about all of that. Let's see. This has been a little bit of a shit show, and I apologize for all of that. But yes, round 2, Electric Boogaloo. Problem is that for some reason I cannot get the audio feed on my screen to work on Firefox, so I had to switch over to my other web browser. Let's see. So let's try this again. Share stream audio. All right, there's that. And here we go. We are on one hand clapping. Let me just hide that. And again, I'm sorry I can't see chat right now, but I'll try to not make this too boring for everybody. Okay. Ooh, hey, hello. Let me see. Let's get that. We're going to start at the beginning here. Let's start at the very beginning. Very good place to start. Okay. Oh yeah, this goes get very zen in places, so now sing la 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 la. Ah. Oh, hello. So this is my little guy here. He's ridiculously adorable, and he talks when I talk. Okay. Do I have to go the other way? Only done this once, so press W. Okay. 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 La 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 la. This first part you just have to sing, but later on you do like actual pitches and stuff. So I can just go, I'm singing, I'm singing, I'm singing, I'm singing, la 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 la. Ah! Oh yeah, and there's all like these like creepy shadow people. Oh, there's another one. La 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 la. La 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 la. I'm lighting the lamps. I'm lighting the lamps, and there's a creepy guy there. Hello, weird shadow eyes. More creepy people. I'm not sure what the story is, or if there's a story, but like I think the creepy shadow people don't like singing; they just like quiet and stuff. So, la la la. Nothing for me to do here. I'm just singing to myself. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's the big clock up there. So I have to get from down there, down here to up there. And there's the title. Ah! All the scary people! Oh yeah, I can move this with my voice. So moving the box, I'm moving the box over here. La 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 la. And drop. Dropped it on my head. And we're gonna go in here. This is a little tricky one. Okay, let's see if I remember how to do this. Oh, yes. Going all the way up. Oh. This is gonna Hello. Do. Oh. Okay, so now I can get this. La 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 la. I can go this high now. Moving the box, moving the box, moving the box over here. And let's see, I think I actually need to move the box, move the box. Okay. Okay. There we go. Made myself a little stair. On level 2. All right. And we'll just drop straight down. Up we go. This is where it gets a little tricky. So it's gonna like go level 3. There we go. Okay. Up, up, up. Elevators going up, 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 up. This is actually a really good way to practice your pitch and rhythm if you do any singing at all, whether or not it's professional. So, move the box, move the box. All right. Moving the big box. Oh, come on. Move the little box. Why are you not letting me move that? There we go. Okay. Oh yeah, this one's broken. So I have to remember how to do this again. Okay, I think, if I remember correctly, why is this so hard to move? Okay. You don't like to move much, do you? Oh, come on. Why aren't you moving, you silly box? Come on. Okay, I guess it didn't like where my microphone was or something. If I go over here. Oh, yep. Okay, this is the tricky part. So these little shadow guys, they don't like you to be moving around. Yeah, because if they catch you, you have to go back to the beginning. So, This is the hard part because I got to go past 2 of these guys. Dang it! Well, that's the basic principle. I just need to not fall off of the silly platform. I don't know what their problem is. They're just like, depressing lobby people who don't like anything. Oh, stop. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, that. And I can't hit these bells now because that'll wake them up. So, oh, see. Okay, fine. Okay, why is it not doing that? Okay. Why are you doing this to me? Okay, there I hit the silly bell. All right, finally. Woo! How did you get stuck up there? Do I have to sting these things? Up. Okay. Oh, dang it. I need the stupid box. Back I go. Okay. Oh, great. Okay, that should be able to get that up here. Okay. I'm trying to position the silly box over there. All right, there we go. Okay. It turns out I could have just done that the whole time. Okay, I'm gonna try to get us up to the clock tower, and then we'll do some other stuff. See how much longer that takes. Okay. You guys are creeping me out. Nothing to see here. There we go. Screw you, blobby guys. I'm out of here. Oh, down we go. All right. And it's dark again, and it's scary. Hello. Ah! Oh, great. Blobby people, no. Oh. Oh. What a... Oh. guy's so tiny and scared. Oh, oh. Boo. There. And actually, that is probably a good starting point. As soon as I get to the save, there's going to be like the little symbol up in the thingy, up in the corner. That'll let me know when it's hit the checkpoint. All right, there it is. And that is one hand clapping. Again, it's on Steam. It's a hell of a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. And we are going to stop sharing. All right. Oh, who posted nude photos of women in the company without consent? Okay, so yeah, a lot of fun. Obviously, you know, I enjoy doing it. There's later pitches that or there's later levels that where you do like harmonies and rhythms and a whole bunch of fun stuff. And it's really fun, you know, if you love to sing or if you just like to sing in the shower. So it's, you know, check it out. Okay, so I'm going to get to the commentary here in a little bit. Before we do, I wanted to share with you something that I've been working on. I had like this little neat graphic or everything, but everything else has been going everything else has been going to shit this for this live stream. So we'll just say it here. Those of you know, back in 2020, I was working on getting a cruise on Norwegian to go see their production of Six on the ship. Unfortunately, 2020 happened, and it was really frustrating. You know, I was OC6, you know, at sea, and instead, and it was going to open on on Broadway on my birthday, and instead on my birthday, like literally everything shut down, like theater and everything else. So that was a pain, but that was then, and we are going to try to do that again. So I'm looking at January 2023. I am going to get this group started again. I will have dates posted. I'll be announcing it on Twitter and Tumblr, and probably have like announcements before videos and stuff. So details will be forthcoming. But if you want to, you know, come with me in January 23 and, you know, go on a ship, see some really cool shows, do some fun stuff in the Caribbean, and we can go do that. Okay, let's see. Would you ever do a musical hall review of Cinderella, Greatest Showman, and the rest of the Disney direct-to-DVD sequels? Cinderella is probably a given at this point. I would say maybe sometime-ish next year. I've still got this huge backlog of Patreon stuff to go on. But yeah, it is definitely coming. Greatest Showman, maybe. I mean, it has issues, but it also does some stuff well. It actually, as far as the songs are filmed and staged, it's actually pretty good. It's fun songs. So it's a stupid show, and it's nowhere near historically accurate, but I don't think it's terrible. Disney Direct to DVD, I think Mulan 2 has been requested, so that is going to be coming soon-ish. So yeah, look for those in the future. All right, and we are going to do a show of Beauty and the Beast of the Enchanted Christmas, assuming that, you know, YouTube isn't stupid again. So let's see if we can do this. This was done, I guess it was 2017, because it was like the year after the live action film came out. So yeah, there was some references to that in there. And it's just one of those that I kind of wanted to do for a while because, you know, the Beauty and the Beast is one of my favorite all-time musicals and all-time movies. And, you know, you just watch the direct-to-DVD sequel and you're like, what were you thinking? Yeah, YouTube being stupid is a given, unfortunately. Let's see. All right, we're going to get the video file up here. Doo-doo-doo.
Demon hunters, warring gods, and forgotten worlds await with T&M Comics. Click the links below to enter their fantastical realm.
Some old pre-roll from the Patreon.
Well, I've avoided it for a long time. I suppose there's no escaping it any longer. Still, I'll be even more damned if I'm going in without fortification. Bailiff, prepare the emergency protocols.
That's obviously a reference to Captain Jack and Doctor Who.
The dire emergency protocols.
Yeah, and that's some Buffalo
that
Trace
ought to do
bourbon.
it.
My husband is
All right,
from
let's get
Kentucky,
straight to the point
so
and get this over
he's
with.
definitely instilled an
next offender,
appreciation for
Beauty
that
and
in
the
me.
Beast,
Like
The
the really good
Enchanted
stuff, not like
Christmas.
Maker's Mark or whatever, but like Buffalo
Look, as
Trace,
much as I love Beauty
Larceny,
and the Beast,
stuff like
I
that.
will admit my fandom leans more toward the indulgent than the protective. I mean, I actually enjoyed the live-action remake. It had its flaws. No,
Yeah.
Emma Watson refusing
And I
to
still
wear a
feel this
corset
way.
is not taking a bold stand against
The live action movie
Read a book
has
on historical
problems,
costuming sometime.
but
what it
I
did
think
get
it
right,
did
it
some
did
cool
well
stuff
enough to
well.
make it
I think Luke
worthwhile,
Evans
not
is
exactly
probably
being
the best
proven
live action
source.
guest on we could have
But
hoped
even
for.
I have my limits. For example,
You know, there's
I will never forgive this.
some neat stuff going on. Ugh. Yeah.
And I will never
Descendants.
forgive this 1997 follow-up that was among the earliest of Disney's direct-to-video sequels. It was originally intended to be a true sequel, with an antagonist in the form of Gaston's previously unheard-of brother Avenant. Nice nod to Cocteau there.
I just love
But the
Jean
writers
Marais'
soon
hair flip
realized that it
there.
was kind of hard
I think
to have
that's
a
just the
sequel to
perfect,
Beauty and the Beast
expression
when
of the
Beast,
character.
well, wasn't one. So they wrote this fill-in fic for the original movie and dressed it up in some holiday tinsel, making it a crappy direct-to-video sequel and a crappy holiday special wrapped up in one special
Yeah,
gift
I
pack.
think, a lot of people hate the live
It's
action
enough to
movie
make you
because
believe in
it's not,
Krampus again.
it's not as good as
But I'm
the
just stalling.
animated
Let's
movie.
examine the case of Beauty and the
But
Beast, The Enchanted Christmas.
it's not terrible. I've seen worse. Obviously.
And already the movie is making me wish I was watching the original instead.
Yeah, Cocteau is a fantastic movie. If you haven't seen
Everything
it, really
in the
need to get on
Unenchanted
that.
Castle is
It's
in full
amazing.
holiday
It's
gear,
beautiful.
including ornaments commemorating the time
It's
when
very
the
well
entire staff
filmed.
was
The costumes are
transformed into
freaking
housewares
gorgeous.
because their boss pissed off one of the fair folk. Not sure that's an event you want to memorialize. Anyway, the household starts reminiscing about last year's Christmas, which was rather more eventful.
Well, I suppose I did manage to save Christmas.
You?
Yes, me. If not for my skillful and decisive leadership, all would have been lost.
Leadership?
Ah!
I feel
first
so
scene
sorry
just
for David Ogden
highlights how
Spears and Jerry
inferior the animation is
Orbach
compared
having
to
to
the
do
original.
this.
And yes, I know it's direct-to-video and we have to lower our expectations, but it irritates me how bland and off-model all the characters look. You know that fresco in Spain that some moron tried to paint over and really made a mess of the whole thing? That's this movie, a sad imitation of something that was originally a masterpiece. Chip asks his mother to tell the story of last Christmas, even though he was, there for most of it, and Mrs. Potts leads us into the narrative proper, which apparently takes place
Did I
shortly
hear about
after
the Back
wolf
to the Future
incident in the
musical?
first
Yes, I've
movie.
heard about it. I
The
haven't heard
enchanted
anything
objects are
from
in
it,
full
but it feels like
matchmaking
one of
mode
those,
now,
like,
trying in
we're
their
just
not
doing
so
this
subtle way
just
to set their
because
boss up with Belle on
it's a
ice
popular
skating
movie
date.
and, we can sell tickets to it.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. See, it's easy.
Easy for you to say, Belle. You don't have size 15 paws. However, there is one castle resident who isn't keen on seeing this romance develop. That would be Forte, the court composer turned
Tim
huge-ass
Curry.
CGI pipe organ.
The only reason to watch this entire silly
There was no
thing.
need for my particular brand of genius. But now the master needs my melodies to feed his tormented soul.
Tim Curry. We all love Tim Curry, right? I think it's because he always goes all out in
Probably one of my
everything he
favorite Tim
does,
Curry roles
even
is
with bad
Wadsworth and
material to
Clue.
work with. And let's face it, he's had lots and lots of that.
If you've
He
never
devotes all
seen
his energy to the part and
Anything
manages
Can
to
Happen
wring
on
something out of
Halloween
it worth
song
watching.
from The Worst
And
Witch,
such
which
is the
that's
case
from,
here.
it's
He
on
actually has some
YouTube.
very
It's,
effective moments as the
hilariously
Beast's
over the
Iago.
top 80s music video shit, and it's Tim Curry,
Please
so you
pretend
gotta
have
love
a
it.
smattering of education.
He holds me well. The better shall my purpose work on him.
Thank you. So he's a decent bad guy, and it's obvious 99% of this movie's budget went into animating his character. Trust me, for 1997, this stuff was cutting edge. And yet, it pains me to admit that I cannot give Tim Curry a saving grace in this movie. Why? Because of a helium-voiced millstone named Fife.
Bravo! Bravo!
Meet Fife, Enchanted Piccolo.
If I remember
and
correctly,
Forte's
that's Paul
official
Rubens
Fu.
doing that
He's
character.
a henchman of the heart's not really in it, will defect to the good guys.
Yeah,
at
nobody
first
does
opportunity
Shakespeare
variety,
better than
and
Branagh.
he's
I
a
mean, I did
shrill
love
little
Labor's
nuisance.
Lost on this
But what
channel,
makes him
but
truly terrible, and
as far
what
as filming
causes him to drag
Shakespeare,
Tim
apart from
Curry
that,
down
he's
with
done
him,
fantastic.
Forte's fundamental handicap as a villain.
I'm bolted to the wall!
Oh, right.
Yeah, Forte is functionally immobile, so he has to send Fife out to do his dirty work for him. It's really difficult to be an intimidating villain when you're relying on your dopey lackey to get anything done.
Pay attention. I need you to pace when I think.
See? How can you be an effective bad guy if you have to outsource pacing? Fife's motivation for doing so is also rather weak. He's bucking for a solo in Forte's next big composition.
Favorite Shakespeare adaptation? I like the Branagh Much Ado About Nothing. That's fantastic. There was the Midsummer Night's Dream in the 90s, early 2000s. It had Michelle Pfeiffer as Titania, Stanley Tucci as Puck. That's pretty good. So those are some of my favorites.
Romantic moment between Belle and the Beast, mostly through sheer incompetence. Belle doesn't seem to mind and instantly starts making snow angels.
This is no angel. It's the shadow of a monster.
Hamlet 96 is pretty good. I mean, you know, it's the full thing, so it's long,
Well,
but
that escalated quickly.
just the effort in it was pretty impressive.
I don't know why I bother. Now he's worse than ever.
Okay, yeah, the King and I review
Okay,
has been
stop
taken
right
down.
there and
The
answer
reason
to
for
sin
that
number 3.
is I'm not comfortable with
What
some of
the
the
did
racial
you do
jokes that
to
I made in
Belle?
that.
main thing
And
that
I, you know,
separates
feel
Beauty
I
and the
can't
Beast
take
from
them
the
out,
domestic
and
abuse
I really
made where
don't feel
Stockholm
comfortable
Syndrome
having
story
that,
is often
you know, up there
mislabeled as,
representing
is the fact
my
that
opinions
Belle never
anymore.
makes it
So
her
it's
mission
kind
to
of
improve
in the
the
vaults right
Beast.
now. It's probably
She
going to
is
stay that
not
way.
his manic pixie dream
I do kind of
girl.
miss the
If anything,
dance party
she's
that we did at
Elizabeth
the ending,
Bennet,
though. That was
the person
fun.
who refuses to put up with his crap and who forces him to acknowledge that he needs to improve himself in order to be worthy of the love he seeks. Turning her into this sap who wastes
Baz
all of
Luhrmann's
her
Romeo and
energy
Juliet
trying
is
to
seriously
cheer up her gloomy
underappreciated,
captor
I
is
agree.
obviously an insult to the strength of her character, but it also throws the Beast under the bus too, because it denies him the self-knowledge and development it took to become a better person. Figuratively speaking. To really add insult to injury, Belle has an entire song about how she just wants to know the Beast better and make him happy and basically be a supporting
Oh yeah, the
character in
BBC
his
Pride and
story.
Prejudice. That's my, you know, favorite. You know, Colin Firth. I don't think there'll ever be a better Mr. Darcy. Did a lot of, you know, that was one of the things I binged way back when I was on bed rest for the kids.
So while the Beast goes to sulk and listen to moody pipe organ music, is there any other kind? Belle reminds the staff that the holidays are upon them.
Belle, what's Christmas?
Okay, I know the timeline on this enchantment is a bit fuzzy, but I
Okay, do I
refuse
think
to
they could
believe
ever
Chip's been a
successfully
teacup for
remake
so long
Clue?
that he's
And
never
if they
heard
did,
of
would it work better
Christmas.
as a straight mystery or as a
Thing is, the
comedy
Beast has put
again?
a veto on
I don't
holiday
think they should
festivities,
try.
which
I mean,
Cogsworth, in his
it's
role of
the
official
the
killjoy, points out.
1984-85 movie. I think that's lightning in a bottle, and you can't capture it again.
I'm
If
just
they
going
did
to
try, you
pretend
know,
I'm
I think they
deaf
should
and
try
didn't
doing one of the
have to hear
musicals,
that
which
joke.
also lean more toward
But
the
even
comedy.
Cogsworth can't resist the temptation of a good Christmas dinner, and Lumiere just happens to know someone who can get the
Favorite
castle
musical
spruced up.
adaptation of a classic
Angelique,
novel?
castle
I
decorator
mean,
turned
you know,
Christmas tree topper,
child
and
of the
ironic
80s and
pessimist
90s, I
about
gotta
the
go
whole
with
Christmas
Phantom and Les
thing.
Mis are probably on my top list.
I refuse to hope for it anymore. I will not be disappointed again.
And so Belle
And speaking
launches
of
into her
underutilized
true
talent,
meaning of
poor
Christmas
Bernadette
in
Peters.
a generic secular sense song. You know, all about hope and joy and can we address the fact that Belle seems to be forgetting a very important person right now?
Papa.
Characters get dropped by the wayside in sequels all the time, but it really, really bugs me here because this story is taking place inside a narrative where the relationship between Belle and her father is the primary catalyst. It's Belle's love for him that causes her to accept imprisonment in his stead, it's Maurice's love for her that impels him to launch a rescue attempt, and finally, it's the Beast's recognition and understanding of that bond that inspires him to put Belle's needs above his own in his first act of real love. The very least this movie could do is acknowledge, even in passing, that Belle would be thinking about her father at Christmas. Also, this just makes the timeline of the original film more confusing. Was Maurice wandering around lost in the woods until Twelfth Night? So after that
Yeah, Bernadette Peters. I first saw her. The Witch in Into the Woods was the first time I saw her in that American Playhouse recording, and that was just like, whoa, she's good.
Because he's got some painful memories associated with the season.
Who disturbs my Christmas?
Yep, it turns out the Enchantress showed up on Christmas Day, because both she and this film have the subtlety of a cannon of red and green glitter to the face.
Wouldn't WandaVision the musical just be like Schmigadoon?
Sort of like mock filtered through Dan Stevens' fabulous party get-up.
Okay, and one of the things the 2017 movie did really well, I love its prologue, and I love that fabulous look.
Better than what we've got
I mean,
here.
come on, that's just extra
Belle
in all the best
searching
ways.
For a Yule log in the boiler. Okay, that's terrifying right there.
Hey, come on, get out of the way. We're working here.
Okay, yes, the whole deal is that the castle furnishings are transfigured staff members, but it comes off as a lot creepier in this movie than it does in the original. I think that's because the animators in the original film knew how far to take the anthropomorphization. Characters that do have faces and appendages have them in ways that fit with their overall construction, but other objects are humanized less when doing so would upset the overall structure. Just about everything in Enchanted Christmas's castle has a big cartoon face slapped on it, which is unsettling. How does Belle even manage to stay sane with all these things looking at her all the time? Particularly annoying, so much so that it earns sin number 6, is an axe which speaks with a gratuitous Yiddish accent under the mistaken assumption that gratuitous Yiddish accents are inherently funny.
What a headache I have.
I'm sorry. I'll get a saw.
No, that's fine. I should put you out.
So the Beast storms in and is all, "You can't have Christmas because my man pain." And Belle is all, "It's your own fault for being such a grump." And for a moment it looks like she might have some semblance of her original character back. Never reference a good Christmas
We actually have like one of those
Christmas
Hallmark,
special.
Charlie Brown Christmas
Meanwhile, the
trees.
Beast finds Belle's
Usually
gift
winds
and
up in my
realizes
kids'
he doesn't
rooms.
have anything to give to her, and that library thing is probably going to be difficult to top. He asks Forte to compose a song for Belle, and Forte realizes the time has come for desperate measures. So he lures Belle to... Okay, he has Fife Dog Whistle the footstool to him so Belle can follow. Yeah, that lessens the sinister quality significantly. While they talk, Belle admits they're having trouble finding a decent Christmas tree in the castle environs.
But did you look in the Black Forest? There you will find a tree better than any you could dream of.
I promised your master I wouldn't leave the castle grounds.
Also, a pack of hungry wolves nearly killed her, so there's that.
It looks dangerous.
That's because wolves, Belle. Sweet Lucifer, it wasn't even that long ago.
You are in more danger in this very room, I assure you.
Dear Lord of Darkness, why don't you just hang a sign on your pipes that says, "Evil Counselor, do not trust under any circumstances"? And Belle, you were supposed to be the smart Disney princess. What the hell happened? How does the woman who saw right through Gaston inside of 30 seconds get taken in by the obviously malevolent Tim Curry-voiced organ? Fortunately, the wolves seem to be off the clock for the holiday and content themselves with growling at Belle from the sidelines as she and Chip go tree shopping. But the Beast sees her leaving via the magic mirror, and Forte claims she's running away. On the plus side, this leads to a Tim Curry villain song.
Love takes the wildest heart and makes it tame. If you're turned on, then just turn off.
On the downside, said song mostly involves tormenting the Beast with evil linuses. End result, the Beast flies into a rage and smashes all the holiday decorations. Meanwhile, Lumiere and
You gotta give it
Cogsworth are
credit. There's
tailing
not
Belle
many
for matchmaking
Disney
purposes.
movies where you can say the word, where you can use turned on in that sense.
Faster, faster! I think we finally found a use for you. Clockboarding, no snow clocking.
Fife has been sent by Forte to make sure Belle meets with an accident, even though he'd clearly rather be on the side of niceness by this point. Still, he startles Philippe, again, mostly by accident, causing Belle to nearly get drowned by her surprisingly heavy Christmas tree. The Beast rescues Belle, but he's pretty pissed about it because he thinks she was trying to leave him, and probably because this is the second time in like a month he's had to go out into the cold to save her. So he tosses her half-hypothermiaed ass into the dungeon.
You said you'd never leave.
I wasn't trying to leave. I just wanted to make you happy.
Once again, this is the fundamental problem with this movie. Instead of fleshing out the original narrative, it makes it make even less sense. Belle already had to deal with a lot of crap from the Beast, and it feels like this should be the last straw for her rather than something she meekly accepts. The enchanted objects arrive to comfort Belle, though Angelique does a pretty crummy job at it.
I told you the master would not allow this. I told you Christmas was a hopeless folly. But I was wrong.
How did that happen? Angelique has had maybe 5 minutes of screen time tops, and she's been a miserable pill the entire time. There's been nothing to prompt this character development, which mostly exists to give Bernadette Peters a reason to sing. And sure, having Bernadette Peters sing is always a good thing, but narratively speaking, this does require a bit more setup. So while Belle and company are going all who's down in Whoville, Forte is stoking the Beast's despair and trying to convince him to destroy the magic rose and accept his monstrous fate. Unfortunately for him, Belle's present is conveniently located on the same table.
Oh, a storybook. Does this one have pretty pictures you can color?
Tim Curry's sass is the only thing keeping me alive at this point. Belle's story, in true Manic Pixie Dream Girl fashion, is all about a magic castle where the master is a mean old grump, but only on the outside, and he just needs a little kindness. Touched by the present, the Beast goes to the dungeon where...
Each his own, my friend. You know how to get me stressed. But
Oh, I almost forgot this song existed.
Sin number 9, A Cut Above the Rest, is in progress. This is a really bad time for a silly argument song between two supporting characters. Also, it just demonstrates how a comic pairing that can and has worked in the past can become annoying through the power of bad writing. Beast comes in all apologetic, and Belle forgives him, allowing the cycle of abuse to continue. Of course, Forte's not quite ready to give up yet, and he plays so loudly that he activates the fault line under the castle.
What do you think you're doing?
Don't you see, Fife? They can't fall in love if they're dead.
Wait, how does killing everyone play into Forte's objective?
So yeah, this is like one of about a half a dozen that actually makes it to 10 sins, and that's mostly on, you know, how much I felt I was personally irritated by it.
And okay,
It's kind of in the Love Never Dies mold. It's like, you're messing with something that I like, and I'm not going to be kind to you.
It's a pretty sharp shift in a movie that's too short and not well written enough to sustain it. Also, I really don't want to think about the possibility of Beast Forte shipping being a thing.
I just know there's that fic is out there somewhere.
Oh, straight up ripping his guts out. Damn. I'll say this, it's not often Disney heroes take that direct a role in the bad guy's demise. No matter, happy Christmas celebrations all around.
And what a wonderful Christmas it was. I suppose, if anyone saved Christmas, it was Belle.
I don't know, I think Beast gets an assist for murdering the evil organ. Oh, and Fife is now the official court composer because he also kinda helped, briefly. And Belle gets a rose for Christmas because symbolism.
And the totally secular Christmas star to close us out.
Sweet Lucifer, I hate this movie. Not even the magnificently hammy Tim Curry can save it. Everything about it, the animation, the music, the writing, and especially the relationship development between the title characters, is a depressing mockery of the reasons why the original film is a beloved classic. In fact, I can think of only one other musical that shits on its predecessor so thoroughly. So congratulations, Beauty and the Beast, The Enchanted Christmas. You get to join Love Never Dies in the inaugural class of musical sequel hell, the place for subjects so wretched even I don't want to deal with them. So let it be recorded. This session of the Infernal Court in musical hell is now adjourned.
Okay, what other musicals would I put in sequel hell? Oh, geez, probably Descendants and High School Musical would be top on the list. Mamma Mia, Here I Go Again was actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be, so I think it gets a pass there. Yeah. And you're right, still better than Swan Princess Christmas. I'm so sorry I'm so disappointed that is not YouTube bot approved, because just the animation on that is terrifying. I still have nightmares about Odette's face. So probably going to do about, maybe 5-10 minutes of questions. I've kind of been doing here and there. If anybody has anything they'd like to ask. What do I think about the Netflix Diana musical trailer? Meh. I mean, it's, not anything particular, I'm not particularly inspired by it, but at the same time, it's like one of those, it didn't, cause me to cringe. Of course, there's a community theater like Diana musical out there somewhere. If you look it up on the internet, you can see the whole thing. It is, beautifully cheesy and awful in all the best ways. Let's see. What would I say is the craziest musical I've reviewed so far? Oh, geez, there have been a lot of weird ones, haven't there? I would say probably Sci-Fi High is the most insanely bizarre thing, just because of the quality of it and the style. And it's just one of those where you just look at it like, what the heck just happened? Let's see. Worst musical I've ever reviewed for this show, Glitter. I've said that's still like, a hard one. There's a lot of really bad ones, but that one is always at the top of my list because it is just incompetent on every level. I mean, the way it's edited, the way it's acted, the way it's written. I mean, there is, nothing about it works. And it's just infuriating the way they play, the way they try to play up this, abusive relationship as something we should be rooting for and regret when it's over. So, yeah, it's awful and it's infuriating and insulting on top of that. So that's always going to be one of my top choice. Favorite Disney musical song, like one specific to the Broadway rendition. Probably a cross between Lion King's He Lives in You and Beauty and the Beast's If I Can't Love Her. All of the movie musicals coming out soon. What are you looking forward to the most? Probably probably West Side Story, just out of curiosity. If this had been like 2 weeks ago, I would have said Come From Away. And if you haven't seen that, my God, get on that. It is incredible. But that would probably be my top choice. Let's see. Where did the art from Diva come from? Thank you. That is a friend of mine, goes by the pen name Raphael. He does some excellent Phantom of the Opera art. If you look him up under Fantoons of the Opera, PAHNTOONS, he does some fantastic stuff in that very similar style, but he also has a very fine art style. He has given... He's given artwork to cast members on Broadway. He did a lot of great stuff for the Vegas casts when they were still off at the Venetian. And he just does amazing work. And I love him. He's, one of my favorite people. Let's see. Okay, I'll probably just do one or two more. Don't have to answer it if you'd rather not, but is there a musical you would never review? I probably wouldn't do Moulin Rouge just because I like it so much. And, I think other reviews of that exist already, and just don't feel like there's anything I can add there. For the same reason, the Star Wars Holiday Special, I mean, that's, a notoriously terrible, variety show. So it does kind of lean into that musical wheelhouse. But it's, I don't think I can add anything to it that hasn't been said 1,000 times already. And so there is that. And also, kind of on the MST3K riff tracks thing, Santa Claus and the Ice Cream Bunny. I was looking at that once and I was just like, this is too terrible even for me. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Have you ever considered reviewing musical episodes of TV shows in some capacity, either for main series, Know the Score, or MHTV? I have a little bit. It's kind of hard to do as far as a musical review because there is so much going on there. I will say there is something in the works as far as a crossover goes coming up in October regarding a musical series. So keep your eye out for that. Let's see. I would, possibly for MHTV, something I've wanted to do for a while now, I just need to find the right episode for it, is Kid Video. If you're unfamiliar with it, it is a 80s TV show that did music videos and live action / cartoons about these, this garage band that gets, sucked into this musical world. And it is, it's some of the best 80s cheese you'll ever see. Okay. Let's see. We'll do one more, I think, one more. Would you consider reviewing musicals from other countries? I will tell you that I have got a request to do some stuff from Japan. The main issue that I have is that I unfortunately do not speak any other languages apart from English. I know like a little Italian and stuff, but not enough to know what's going on without assistance. So, possibly if there's, a really good, dub translation, or like not subtitle translation or something like that, maybe, but unless there's, an English option, I don't think I could do it. And all right, I think we are going to call it there. I really appreciate everybody hanging out and staying with me through all the hiccups and everything. We'll do this again, and if you prefer, if you'd like, or if you decide that this is a complete shit show and you never want to see my face again, I can just go back to hiding behind Diva. But thank you for being here. We will talk to you later, and we will see the Noah's Ark eventually. I started recording that. That will be put on the channel, and we'll see a new episode here in a couple of weeks. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.